What's up, you guys? Come check out my home built swinger target. What's up, guys? I just wanted to show you guys the home built swinger that I made out of PVC pipe. My biggest thing was having it lightweight and portable. Okay, so I basically carry it in 3 distinct pieces that I'm kind of taking out of my car right now. So first I took out what would have been the uprights, then I took out the actual target holder, and then I took out the base. From there, I'm just kind of showing you guys here. I basically use basic like plates. These are 2.5 pound, what would, plates that you would use on like an Olympic barbell. These are that's the support stick and the ground stake with the rope. So first thing I do is I find out obviously like where I'm going to put the swinger, for my practice session. I put the base down first, and then I hammer some support spikes, one on the outside and then one on the inside, on each end of the base, and I'll show you close-ups in a little bit. This is just to ensure that the base doesn't move and it's stable just throughout the training session, because it is made out of PVC pipe and it's light. So I'm just nailing them down. Obviously not too hard. I'm not trying to like crack the PVC or anything. We just want to make sure it's not moving. From there, I attach the upright. Okay, and that's what is going to hold the weight at the bottom, and then what I attach the actual target stand to. So I'm just kind of pushing it in just to make sure it's in there firmly. I use about, the PVC pipes I use are about an 1.25 inches or something like that. And then here, I just take off the ends, I slide the plates on. So I just use 5 pounds total, just 2.5 pound plates. I then put the end cap back on, and then I put a wire lock pin on the end over there just to ensure that that joint doesn't fall off when it's swinging around. Now 5 pounds, honestly, with it doesn't come off. Even before I was putting the wire lock pins, it wasn't really coming off anyway. I just did it more as just security. Then I attach the actual target holder, just make sure that's in, and that I don't put a wire lock on for. It's not really necessary. And there you just put on whatever target you want to use. Here, just for demo reasons, I'm using an uspsa target. The target sticks I just screw in with pretty much just like a regular like 1 inch or 1.5 inch screw. Here's the close-ups. So here's how I just kind of nail in the support spikes there. That's like what the wire lock pin is on the top, just to ensure the weights don't slide up and down. That's the one that supports the PVC pipe so that doesn't come off while swinging. And then as far as the target sticks, that's it. It's a basic screw through it. So if I happen to break one of the sticks or I shoot one off by accident, you just unscrew it, put a new stick in, screw it back in. Otherwise I'd use regular clips to hold the target on. Okay, and here I have the support stick. I just put the rope, I just drilled a hole, put a rope through it, tied a knot just to ensure it doesn't come out. And then if you notice, I put a 2x4 on the ground. That's just to make sure I don't put the support stick actually like on the dirt or gravel. This way I know it's going to activate every time, so it's not getting stuck in the ground. What I didn't show you ahead of time, I actually forgot to record it, was hammering down the support spike. I'm going to put a link up to it here in a second of which one I actually got. I put a couple of nails through it, as it does have holes in it, just to kind of tie around the rope to it. Here's the link for it. This is the one I got. Doesn't mean you have to get the same exact one. It's just, it was very helpful, right? It's made out of steel. I know it's going to last forever. Easy to nail into the ground. I can kind of tie it around, and I know the rope is not going to slide up and down because you could put a nail or a screw through one of the holes and it'll keep the rope from sliding down. Here, set up your falling steel. Now, you don't need to have steel, right? If you just want to do swinger work, you could grab the rope yourself, pull the stick, and then just start shooting as the swinger presents itself. And here, after I made sure the steel would actually activate the swinger by contacting the rope, a little pro tip: if you want to make the steel fall faster, you elevate the front, and if you want to make it fall faster than that, you elevate it a bit more, right? And you can see here, like, I barely touch it, and it just kind of falls over. So it depends, it depends on the timing. You can change the timing of the swinger by how quickly the steel actually falls. This way you can kind of change up the pace of the course of fire. And here's just a little test run, just to make sure everything is kind of flowing smoothly. And it's pretty stable. People think, out of PVC pipe it might be a little wobbly, and it holds up pretty well. You can use whatever PVC pipe you want. If you want to use thicker pieces than me, on average I'm using, like I kind of said, 1.25 inches. Some pieces are bigger, just depending on like what joints I had to connect in what areas. But it's been working great. I've had no issues with it. It's lightweight. And I think swingers are a great training tool in general. Sometimes the hard part about swingers is not like the speed of it, it's actually the timing of just the array in general. And you'll notice on this repetition coming up that I was late going back to the swinger after I tried to transition to the open paper. Ah, too late on it. Come on. Right, because you're usually going to be engaging a target either a little before it, a little bit after it, multiple targets before it. So just getting the practice down of transitioning from the steel to an open target or two back to the swinger, I think it's an invaluable tool to practice with. And if you can make it lightweight for not a lot of money, I think I spent, maybe just under $150, maybe. That's including everything, like the grounding spikes, all that stuff, because I went online and the cheapest swinger of decent quality I could find was around $300. And again, it's going to be a metal base, heavier weight, stuff like that. So I just wanted to make something lightweight that's portable, easy to put together. But I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Give this a try. I think it's definitely worth it. If you have any questions of how I actually put it together, definitely just shoot me a comment below with your question. I'll do my best to answer it, but keep training, keep working hard, and I'll see you guys soon.